Hi, and welcome to
Relationship Reality
with the Garlands. All right, tonight we're tuning into Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 5. All the couples are married. 4 out of the 5 are on their honeymoon. And
shortly, Ben and Morgan will be joining them.
oh, great. So, I mean, this is where the fun starts.
Yeah, so you're so cute. So I think it's going to be a really fun, interesting episode because there's been some like physical contact. So who's gonna tell what? Are they gonna like keep it private? Are they gonna share with the group how physical they're being? That's what I want to know.
We've already seen a preview of Justin and Alexis where he said, I love you to her. And how do you think she took it?
Not well. Not well. Our sports lover Alexis, self-proclaimed tomboy, did not take that well, Jeremy.
Oh, I haven't seen this level of not taking it well since season 11 with, the guy with the hair and the girl he didn't think was attractive.
Well, we're bailing on this. Let's watch the episode, please.
Did Pastor Cal just say stranger spouse?
He totally did.
Stranger spouse. Huh. That's what we're calling him. Okay. Meet your stranger spouse.
Wow. I am just so amazed at how honest Lindy is. Yes. Lindy and Miguel's conversation was so honest. And whoa, I was just kind of blown away by it.
Yeah, there's something pure about her.
Mm-hmm. And she went into detail about her longest relationship.
She really did, yeah.
I mean, I feel like I know her too.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed that.
I feel like we're married to Lindy. Like we are all married.
You heard it here first, Lindy.
Or at least best friends. Okay, my favorite couple, Stasha and Nate, are about to go have an adventure together, and it's always cute to see the first adventure, as a married couple. And how do you think it started off, honey?
It did not start off well for Nate, because his wife was sitting there asking for help getting set up on her ATV.
Uh-huh.
And meanwhile, he's just sitting there bouncing like, I'm ready to go.
Oh, and taking selfies?
Oh, that too.
Yeah. I mean,
just pay attention to your partner a little bit. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe this is something that he needs a little time to pick up on.
Yeah, sure.
Just looking out for your partner.
Yeah.
At all times.
You're so fair. You just see the best in people, honey. Except for Mitch. Let's keep watching.
Stasha and Nate went on their ATV ride, and at one point she stopped, looked behind her, and Nate was nowhere to be found. Where was Nate?
Nate was capturing the moment with his phone.
She was a little irritated. They had a really productive conversation, I thought, out of it.
Yeah. But I feel like she's being a little tough on him because that's just the nature of life, right? We have these devices. We get to like create memories, and he's in Mexico. He just got married. He wants to like be able to look back on it and be like, oh, look what we were,
Right.
So it's a really hard balance. It really is, because I understand her perspective, absolutely. I understand his perspective because, memories are important.
Yeah, it's all just a part of finding that balance together.
Mm-hmm. Aw, so Alexis and Justin are walking on the beach, going horseback riding, kissing on horses. So romantic.
It was very nice. And Alexis talked about how she already knows that Justin loves her by the way he looks at her.
Wow.
That she feels safe.
That's major. What do you think? Do you think it's too quick?
I don't. You feel what you feel.
Aww.
And then at some points, it's a choice.
Yes. Absolutely. My other favorite couple, Lindy and Miguel. I can't help. I love the deep conversations.
Me too. They were very honest, vulnerable with each other. I enjoyed the way Lindy responded to Miguel. She used really affirming language, kind of built him up. And then she said she was falling for him.
But on the other hand, is it too much too soon?
What do you mean too much too soon? You're already married.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
No, you got to dive in deep. You got 8 weeks, 2 months.
8 weeks.
You got 2 months.
8 weeks.
It's all or nothing in these 2 months.
8 weeks. Only.
And you need to learn everything you can as soon as you can to figure out if this is the right marriage for you.
Yeah, I guess, but it's a little intense. I don't know how I would feel about it. I would like to do that, but I feel like I would feel at times this is like a little overwhelming. I feel like that's natural.
I believe it's all the same feelings you would have in any relationship, but it's probably heightened to a large degree.
And sped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And there's some different emotions mixed in because you don't know the person, so there's that stranger danger element.
Right. Either way, it's going to make for
exciting television.
Yeah.
Kristen and Mitch just had an awkward dinner together.
Yeah, to say the least.
Where Mitch told Kristen that he is not attracted to her, but he's still in it.
You know, as much fun as it is to give Mitch a hard time, I get it. You know, it's not an easy conversation to have. It's not like an easy thing to like talk or admit. And
I thought he handled it pretty delicately.
He did. I'm not like gonna be like swooning over his crying about it though. Like I still think, you know, he's pretty not ideal. Yeah. However, I do understand that is not an easy thing. I do understand that there's disappointment on a lot of levels around that, especially in a situation like this, a process like this. So I will give it a pass.
You heard it here first. Mitch gets a pass. Mitch gets a pass. Well, it was another awkward dinner for Alexis and Justin. So we've had 2 awkward dinners among the couples in tonight's episode.
And there was a little bit of awkwardness with the one with Lindy and Miguel too. It was just very small.
Oh, yeah.
But Miguel, it was coming from him. Very small underline, borderline. He's not in it as much as she.
Yeah.
But he just could be a slow burn. And that's okay. Slow burns are okay. Slow burns can still end well.
They can. Speaking of slow burns, let's get back to Alexis and Justin.
Sorry.
And their dinner, where Justin told Alexis that he loves her. She already knew it. She just didn't want to hear him say it.
Wow.
That freaked her out.
It really did. It really did. But I didn't know you were going to be that honest. That was kind of harsh.
What do you mean? That was true.
It was very true. She knew it. She liked it. She liked it in theory, but in practice, she was like, pause. Nope. Mm-hmm. Too much.
I want to feel all the feelings. I don't want to talk about the feelings.
Right. I don't want to hear you say the feelings, and don't expect me to say the feelings back.
Right.
And as soon as I feel any air of any of this happening, goodbye. But, I mean, for some people, that's too much too soon. And he's just so much of a lover. Mm-hmm. He just, like, can't help but just pour the love all the time. He's just, like, oozing it.
Yeah. It'll take them a little time, but I think she'll get there.
Yeah, I do. She knows she will too.
Yeah.
It's going to take her a minute. He's going to have to be patient. He will be patient.
Right.
They will be fine and have a bunch of tall babies. Well, that ended beautifully.
Wow. Alexis and Justin turned around the dinner. We came back from commercial. Justin was crying.
Yeah. And Alexis seemed like she was backpedaling more and more and more and getting further away. But then she said, she was like checking on him and being like, are you sure you're okay? Like, tell me what's going on, you know, in her own way. I don't remember the word she used, but it was in her own way. She was like, let's figure it out. And she was able to reassure him that he wasn't alone in the rush of feelings and rush of like fast love and such. And she still got to
honor her feelings
and do it in her own way, in her own time. That is literally the epitome of compromise.
Right. We're seeing some great conversations with these couples.
Very mature relationships forming very quickly. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a very wild, interesting season.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some of these couples, if not all, as they're going up, boom. And I can't wait to see it.
I just want to see the love.
I want to see both. I want to see all the aspects of humanity.
Yeah. Part of love is the conflict.
Oh, yeah.
And working through it. And that's the part I like to see.
See? So you're looking for the same thing as I am.
But not the train wreck.
I didn't say train wreck. I said crash. That could be dishes.
Morgan and Ben.
At their wedding reception. Or just reception? Wedding reception?
Yeah, whatever. They're at the party.
Yay!
Talking to each other's families and friends. And there was a lot of talk about kids, about having children.
Do you think that's going to be a conflict? Since Morgan seems to be maybe leaning toward not necessarily wanting having kids, and Ben, kids are very important because he loves kids and because his mother wants kids, and he will do what his mother wants.
Here's the thing that I noticed, though. Morgan's friend said that she didn't want to have kids, or, you know, that's the way she was leaning.
Right.
But Morgan herself said that she did. She just wanted to wait a little while.
She didn't say yes. She said she would want to wait and, like, live her life before she even thought about having kids.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a conflict. Yes. Stasha and Nate just had a conversation about finances. Mm-hmm. The timing of it, I did not like the way she brought up the post-nup. Like, yeah, the whole idea of it, that's cool, whatever. But he's like, here's this thing I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. And she's like, how about a post-nup?
Yes. Sorry, the dog's being weird. But yes, I am with you. Yeah. Oh, here, yes. Oh, yeah, let's do a post-nup. It just seemed like she's being all business all the time. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't protect her assets. Like, absolutely. Yeah, like, yeah, she worked very hard for the things that she has. And she should absolutely, like, be protective of her assets and things like that. I just think that if she was just a little warmer with her approach, you know, just because you're warm about your approach doesn't mean that you're not going to get your business done. Mm-hmm. You know, so, and it's your husband, you know, like, just soften a little bit. We just want her to just soften just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to just...
Morgan and Ben joined the other couples in Mexico.
Yes.
And they immediately went on a cruise together. And then the men and the women split up, as they tend to do, to have their boy talk and girl talk. That's where it got interesting.
Yes.
Because it was then that Kristen revealed that she had a lot to say, but she preferred to wait until it was only the ladies around.
Right, because all of the girls had been sharing their experiences, what's been going on, you know, the what happens at night kind of conversation.
Right.
The men were doing the same. And Mitch was even like boasting, I don't know that word, about how he wasn't feeling it, but then after some tequila and cuddles, you know, he got fired up. But then cut to Kristen going, "Oh, I have some things to say."
Yes.
What's she gonna say? What is her take on it? How did she feel about the whole thing?
Right.
Woo! That's gonna be a good conversation.
It will.
I need it to hurry up and happen. Wow. I mean, okay, before we dig into what we just witnessed with Mitch and Kristen with a Y, I just have to say I am really enjoying this season. This group of people, they are so communicative and clear and very straightforward. These are some powerhouse women. They mean what they say. They take no shit. They lead with their hearts. Stasha, you're working on it. I got faith in you, girl. And they own it.
Yeah.
They put up their boundaries. I just am loving these women for all of this. Go, go, go. Anyway, back to Kristen and Mitch. Very frank conversation.
Yes.
She's
direct.
A very direct and frank kind of girl.
Mitch, he does well in those conversations with Kristen, so I commend him on that.
Yeah.
There was a cutaway during where it was just him talking, and he said, you know, I just wanted to show her that I was in the relationship or whatever, and then, but I'm a man and I have hormones. That part sucked. So that it's that part of him that I want to see less of. Mm-hmm. You know, because that's the part that's just, it's very unappealing.
You know, hopefully he grows into it. Because, I mean, remember last season, Olajuwon.
Oh my gosh, he said some out-of-pocket things.
He would say some off-the-chain
Yes, and I kept saying, I can't, why is she still staying with him? This is wild.
Right? But I kept saying, he's gonna grow. He can do it. And now he's like an amazing husband to Katina. They are so happy.
Right.
And he completely saw himself and realized that what he was doing wasn't it.
Right. So we can hope that Mitch experiences a similar transformation.
I hope that for everyone. Not everyone does it.
Well, there's a lot to look forward to this season on Married at First Sight. Yes. And we'll be there every step of the way with Relationship Reality with the Garlands. So join us next time and like, subscribe, share, all the things.
Yeah, comment below. What do you guys think? Do you agree with our take or do you disagree? We want to know.